Hey there, fellow food enthusiasts! Are you ready to embark on a mouth-watering journey through the captivating history of noodles? Well, you've come to the right place. Today, we're diving into the fascinating tales of Japan, Korea, and China, where these delectable strands of delight have captured the hearts and palates of millions. But before we get started, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join our community of noodle lovers. Trust me, you won't want to miss any of our delicious content. Let's dig in. Imagine that it's ancient times and our culinary world is about to be forever changed. Somewhere in the vast expanse of history, someone had a stroke of genius, and noodles were born. But who was this brave soul who dared to dream of a world filled with slurp-worthy strands of goodness? Legend has it that a clever cook was experimenting with dough on one fateful day in a quaint little village. Perhaps they had too much time on their hands, or maybe they just had an insatiable craving for something extraordinary. Whatever the reason, they took a leap of faith. They began kneading and stretching that dough as if their culinary life depended on it. And the dough became thinner and thinner, and a eureka moment filled the air. It was as if the universe whispered, "Behold, noodles!" And just like that, noodles came into existence, ready to conquer the world's taste buds. Now, you might be wondering, but who was this culinary mastermind? Well, that's a mystery lost to the depths of time. We don't have an exact name to put to this extraordinary individual. It's like trying to find a needle in a haystack, except the needle is a noodle and the haystack is history. Maybe it was a wise old granny imparting her culinary wisdom to future generations. Or perhaps it was a humble farmer, tired of plain old bread and looking to spice things up a bit. We may never know for sure, but one thing's certain. This anonymous genius changed the culinary landscape forever. Our first stop on this epic noodle adventure takes us to the land of the rising sun, Japan. So when and where did these tantalizing noodles come into existence? Legend has it that it all began in the 9th century during the Tang dynasty in China, when a Buddhist monk named Kukai returned to Japan after his studies abroad. Kukai, also known as Kobo Daishi, brought back a unique culinary treasure, the art of making hand-pulled Chinese noodles. Now picture this, a bold monk stretching and twisting dough with remarkable finesse, transforming it into long, slender noodles with lightning speed. These Japanese noodles were called soba, made primarily from buckwheat flour, which provided a nutty flavor and a slightly chewy texture. Over time, the Japanese became fascinated with these soba noodles and began producing them domestically. Initially, soba noodles were crafted entirely by hand, requiring great skill and precision. The dough was mixed, rolled out, and cut into thin strips. It was a labor-intensive process, but the results were nothing short of culinary poetry. Later, the introduction of mechanical noodle-making machines simplified production, allowing for larger quantities to be produced and making soba noodles more accessible to everyone. Now, let's hop over to the Korean peninsula, where noodles have their unique story. So, who gets the credit for bringing these savory strands to Korea? Well, it's time to meet the real MVP, the ancient Chinese diplomat Zhu Zhiang. Imagine a bustling marketplace during the Three Kingdoms period in Korea. Zhu Zhiang, renowned for his strategic genius, wanders through the streets. Suddenly, he's struck by inspiration: noodles! With his ingenious mind, Zhu Zhiang devised a method to create noodles using wheat flour and seaweed powder, resulting in Korean guksu. Now, I know what you're thinking. Seaweed powder? Trust me, it's not as fishy as it sounds. This unique ingredient adds a subtle umami flavor to the noodles, making them an instant hit. Initially, guksu was consumed mainly during special occasions or ceremonies. Still, as time went on, it became a staple in Korean cuisine. In ancient times, the dough for guksu was made by hand, similar to soba noodles. The process involved mixing flour with water, kneading it into a smooth dough, and then rolling it out to achieve the desired thickness. The dough was then cut into delicate thin strips which were boiled until perfectly cooked. Today, with modern advancements, the production of guksu has become more automated, ensuring a steady supply of these delightful noodles. Now, it's time to unravel the noodles story in the country that gave birth to this culinary marvel, China. Brace yourselves for a tale as rich and diverse as the flavors found in a bowl of Chinese noodles. The exact origins of noodles in China are a subject of debate among historians, but one thing is certain: they've been part of Chinese cuisine for over 2,000 years. It's believed that noodles were invented during the Han Dynasty, around 200 BCE, and quickly gained popularity throughout the empire. Now, let's dive into a truly mind-blowing noodle fact. Have you ever wondered how noodles were made in ancient China without the luxury of modern kitchen gadgets? Imagine a master noodle craftsman vigorously pulling and stretching the dough, twirling it around their body like a rhythmic gymnast until it magically transforms into many long, luscious strands. This technique, known as la mein or hand-pulled noodles, is a true spectacle. Traditionally, Chinese noodles were made from wheat flour. Still, as time went on, various regions developed their unique recipes, using different grains like rice, mung bean, or sweet potato. The dough was skillfully kneaded, rolled, and cut into various shapes and sizes, each carrying a distinct symbolism and cultural significance. Today, while hand-pulled noodles are still prepared in small traditional eateries, most Chinese noodles are produced using mechanical techniques. These efficient methods allow for large-scale production, ensuring a steady supply of noodles to meet the insatiable demand across the country and beyond. So, why are noodles consumed massively in East Asian countries like Japan, Korea, and China? Well, my hungry friends, the answer lies in their versatility, tantalizing flavors, and the rich cultural heritage they embody. In these countries, noodles are not just a meal, but an experience, a celebration of culinary artistry passed down through generations. From humble street food stalls to lavish Michelin-starred restaurants, noodles can be found in various forms: stir-fried, boiled, served in soups, or even cold and refreshing summer dishes. Additionally, noodles are cherished for satisfying hunger while offering a wholesome and balanced meal. With a plethora of toppings, sauces, and broths to choose from, the possibilities are endless. Whether you prefer the nutty aroma of soba, the umami-packed guksu, or the vast array of flavors found in Chinese noodles, one thing is certain: these strands of goodness have won the hearts of millions. Who says noodles are confined to the culinary realms of East Asia? Get ready to expand your noodle horizons as we venture beyond the borders and explore the global love affair with these versatile strands. From Italy to Mexico, noodles have made their mark in cuisines across the globe, bringing a world of flavors to our palates. Let's start our noodle adventure in Italy, where pasta reigns supreme. From the classic spaghetti to the beloved lasagna, Italian cuisine has perfected the art of pasta making. Each region in Italy boasts its own signature pasta shapes and sauces, creating a symphony of flavor that will transport you straight to the cobblestone streets of Rome. Moving across the globe, we find ourselves in the vibrant streets of Thailand, where the world-famous pad thai takes center stage. This harmonious blend of rice noodles, tangy tamarind sauce, crunchy peanuts, and fresh herbs create a symphony of sweet, sour, and savory flavors that will leave you craving more. And let's not forget about Mexico, where the humble corn masa gives birth to the delectable world of Mexican noodles. Mexican cuisine can put a unique twist on noodle dishes. Whether it's the comforting warmth of a bowl of pozole with hominy noodles, or the fiesta of flavors in chiles en nogada with picadillo-filled crepes. As we explore further, we encounter Southeast Asia's fragrant and spice-laden noodle dishes. From the Malaysian favorite, laksa, with its creamy coconut curry broth, to the aromatic Vietnamese pho, with its irresistible beef broth and an array of fresh herbs. These dishes take noodles to a whole new level of deliciousness. It's amazing how noodles have seamlessly integrated into culinary cultures worldwide, adapting to local ingredients and flavors. They become a canvas for chefs and home cooks to showcase their creativity and inventiveness. Now that we've unraveled noodles' captivating history and cultural significance, let's embark on an irresistible journey into the art of noodle making. Brace yourselves for a behind-the-scenes look at the craftsmanship and techniques that bring these delectable strands to life. In the early days, creating noodles was a labor of love. Talented noodle artisans would start by kneading the dough, ensuring the perfect balance of ingredients. With practiced hands, they would then roll the dough into thin sheets, carefully controlling its thickness for the desired texture. Finally, armed with a sharp knife, they would slice the dough into delicate, uniform strips, creating the iconic noodle shape we all know and love. These traditional methods required skill, patience, and an inherent understanding of the dough's behavior. It was a true art form, passed down through generations, where each noodle maker would add their unique touch to the process. It's as if they were whispering secrets to the dough, coaxing it into becoming the perfect noodle. However, with the advent of modern technology, the art of noodle making has experienced a transformation. Advanced machinery and automated processes have made noodle production more efficient and accessible to a wider audience. Today, you'll find high-speed noodle cutting machines effortlessly churning out countless strands in a fraction of the time. But fear not, fellow foodies. The spirit of artisanal noodle making still thrives. Many traditional noodle shops and restaurants continue to honor the age-old techniques, ensuring that the artistry and authenticity remain alive. So whether it's the rhythmic thud of a rolling pin or the precise slicing of a knife, the art of noodle making continues to enchant and satisfy our taste buds. Noodles aren't just a culinary delight. They've also carved out a special place in the realms of pop culture. From movies to music, noodles have become iconic symbols, adding a touch of deliciousness and quirkiness to our entertainment world. So grab your popcorn, or should I say noodles, as we delve into the fascinating intersection of noodles and pop culture. Let's start with the big screen, where noodles have had memorable moments in films. Who can forget the classic scene in Lady and the Tramp, where the two lovable canines share a romantic spaghetti dinner, playfully slurping up a single strand until their noses touch. It's a heartwarming image that has captured the imagination of generations. Noodles have also made their mark in animated films like Kung Fu Panda, where the noodle-loving Po dishes out his kung fu skills while running his adoptive father's noodle restaurant. Talk about combining culinary prowess with martial arts. In the world of music, noodles have found their way into catchy tunes. Take Rapper's Delight by the Sugar Hill Gang, an iconic hip-hop song referencing a classic noodle dish. Who can resist the infectious rhythm as they rap about a little bit of soap, a little bit of cheese, a little bit of noodles? Noodles have even infiltrated the world of fashion. Yes, you heard that right. Noodle-themed clothing, accessories, and even costumes have become a quirky fashion trend, showcasing people's love for these versatile strands. From noodle-printed shirts to whimsical noodle-shaped hats, it's a fun way to express your culinary enthusiasm. And let's not forget the countless noodle challenges and eating competitions that have gained popularity on social media platforms. From the spicy ramen challenge to the huge bowl and pho challenge, these viral sensations have taken the internet by storm, bringing people together to celebrate the joy of noodles in all its forms. And there you have it, my noodle-loving friends. We've traveled through time and across borders to unravel the captivating history of noodles in Japan, Korea, and China. From the skilled hands of monks and diplomats to the bustling kitchens of today, noodles have conquered the taste buds of East Asia and beyond. So the next time you savor a steaming bowl of noodles, remember the incredible stories and traditions woven into every strand. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, where we explore more fascinating culinary adventures. Until next time, keep slurping and savoring the wonders of the world, one noodle at a time.